Hey guys, welcome to this video. I've got a special guest here, Sam Ojiriaki, and we are going to be talking about today how to find deals for cash buyers. And Sam actually found a deal for me as a cash buyer. We're going to talk about it on today's video coming up.
This video is brought to you by 10K Club, a program that pays you $10,000 for finding ugly houses. Learn more at my10kcheck.com.
Hey, if you're new here, I'm Jerry Norton, and I went from dead broke to millionaire flipping real estate, and I created this channel after doing 1,000 deals to help you master the art of wholesaling and flipping so you can live your dream life. Be sure to subscribe and click the bell icon to get notified when new videos are released. Well, Sam, thank you for being here. This is quite a pleasure for me and quite an opportunity for me to actually get to talk to you. Mm-hmm. You know, most of the deals I do are remote or virtual, and I don't even actually see a lot of the properties. I don't get to meet some of the people involved in the process. And what's exciting about this interview and about what we're gonna be talking about here is you actually went out and sourced and found and contracted a great deal and then brought that deal to me. I ended up buying that deal and paying you now a wholesale fee or a finder fee, right, of $10,000. And this is your first deal, right?
Yes.
This is your first deal, which is so exciting because, you know, we just funded out the deal I think a couple days ago.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
you see that money hit your account and you're like,
It's real.
it's real now, right? Yeah. So tell me a little bit about that. What was that feeling like to do your first deal?
I think the best feeling was actually when you accepted it. Not even when I got the money. I was just like, yes, I was able to get him to accept one because there was probably like one or two before that I put in that didn't like fit your criteria. So it didn't work out. But this one, it was like, you know, a home run deal. So it was like, yes, he said yes.
Yeah.
So yeah, it felt really good. It was just something that was like, okay, now I know it's possible. Now I know I could go out there, get more deals, do the same stuff that you've taught us, the double dip, all that stuff. And, you know, I actually have one right now that hopefully can work out. And
as well.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, you know, what's great too is I think you were telling me you kind of got started from not knowing anything about wholesaling. About what, 5 months?
Yeah, five months, maybe even a little less than that.
Yeah, so a little less than 5 months ago. So prior to 5 months, this idea of wholesaling real estate, you didn't even know what that was. And so you kind of like learned a little bit about it. How did you go from brand new, this idea of wholesaling a house, to a $10,000 check in your bank account? What was that like? How did you go from there to there?
I think it was just consistency. Every single day it was either watching your videos, reading a book, or, you know, looking something up online that's going to teach me more about wholesaling. So it was just a consistency with it. That's what made me comfortable getting on the phones, seeing your scripts, seeing other people, the way they talk. I always look up like cold calls to see how people talk to sellers. So that was something that helped me just kind of get into it like right away. I didn't have to like wait too long to get into it. It was just like, okay, if I'm consistent with this every day, do it for at least 3 or 4 hours a day, then I should be good.
Yeah. And so you have fears, right? I mean, how scary was that when you first started like talking to?
It was real scary. I was fumbling my words, didn't know what to say. Like the realtors would be like saying all these different like terms, and I'm like, let me go check my dictionary real quick. Yeah, so it was like,
what does that even mean?
Yeah. So it was tough at first, but like I said, with the consistency, it was like the first month I was already boomed on the phones like almost every day.
Yeah, so Sam entered into or joined one of my programs. I have a finder program. We call it the 10K Club, and we actually give some tools and some training and kind of my criteria, and then you're able to go out and look for deals. If that deal meets my criteria, I'll buy it, pay you $10,000. So you're in that program, and you're kind of learning and doing these things, but nothing takes away from just that, what you said, the consistency and just getting out there and doing it and putting yourself out there. And there's that vulnerable time, right, where you're like, man, I don't know if I sound like I know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
I might get rejected. I might, fail at this, or I might mess it all up. And yet you just kind of kept moving forward. And one thing I love about your deal is it was an on-market deal. So it was listed for sale with an agent. and you offered like way under. Well, the first time it was not that far off.
Yeah, it was, I think, only like 15,000 off.
Yeah, it was like 317.
Yeah, yeah.
And then we looked at it and we said, no, you gotta get lower.
Yeah.
And then you went back and went lower, and then they took it.
Yeah, way lower.
Wow, yeah, like over 50,000, like 65, 70,000 lower than the original, and they took it. And so, you know, it just goes to show that sometimes if you just do it enough, if you just put those offers out there, get in front of people with your price, it's a numbers game. Things just happen, you know? And so it's just being able to do that. And you did that. And I love that you just kind of took that action and did that, you know? So what are some things now that you're hoping to accomplish? So you do that first deal. For me, it wasn't even about the money. It was about just, hey, I did this. And if I did it once, I can do it again. Exactly. Where are you hoping to take your wholesaling business now?
I'm hoping to just continue to be consistent with it, and then start to move over to flips and start to do flips. And then hopefully once all that is going in order, I'll start to buy and hold and then start to build my portfolio. But right now I'm focusing on wholesaling really because I just want to be able to build the income to, you know, just have that stability and just things like that, and then I'll move on to flipping and
Good, I love that. Hold, you know, wholesaling is the ultimate, you know, paycheck business, and if you create it as a business, and that's one of the things that you're also in my my advanced mentor program, which is really exciting because what that program really focuses on is taking wholesaling from a job to a business. And so many wholesalers, I think, treat it like a job, and maybe it's a high paying job, but it's still a job. But what we want to do, Sam, is we want to go from this idea of chasing after deals and going out there and trying to make some money doing this from like a side hustle, maybe even a full-time thing, to a business where now it's consistent. And then hopefully, like you said, is you can take it from there, and it can be a platform to jump into some bigger things like fix and flip, you know, or if, in your case, if you want to do buy and hold, other investing strategies. And when you know how to wholesale, you know, you can always wholesale. That's the great thing about it. No matter what other strategies you're doing, wholesaling is always there. And you can always wholesale off those deals that don't fit what you're doing. And that's just really exciting. So I'm excited for you to kind of see your journey and see you progress as you go from now your first deal to your next deal, and then build the business and build a team and get some of those things in place. What is it that you're going to be working on next now? So you're doing this virtually too, right? So you're in California. Bakersfield, California. Right now you're working in Louisiana market. Are you going to continue in that market?
Yes, I want to continue in that market for now. It's treating me well. The agents there are really nice. The homes there's a lot of inventory. So
lots of opportunity there.
So I'm planning on staying there for now, and then maybe move to my backyard where I live, and then as an experienced flipper or experienced wholesaler, I'll be able to do more deals, because in my backyard, it's kind of tougher. The prices are they're priced aggressively. So as a wholesaler, you can't really get the kind of price you want. So my backyard wasn't the best choice, but hopefully hopefully being an experienced wholesaler, I'm able to know how to talk to those agents and, you know, get them to.
I think so, for sure. Yeah. What do you think's been your biggest thing that's helped you kind of learn and do this business? If you were to give somebody watching, you know, maybe a tip, like a brand new investor, you know, you're in your early 20s, you're getting started. What do you think would be some good advice if you were to tell somebody?
I would say watch videos, watch your videos. Your videos specifically helped me, but just make sure you're watching videos, make sure you're reading books, make sure you're just staying consistent, because I think those are the three biggest things. It's staying consistent, always staying in, like, getting that information, and then also seeing it will also help you. So yeah, I think watching videos, reading books, and then
taking action.
Yeah, taking action.
Yeah. One of the things that we talk about a lot, and I know you're doing this, is this idea of, when you say consistency, what I'm thinking of is offers, right? So we have a goal of like 5 offers a day, and I know you're working hard at that, because when you're making those minimum 5 offers a day, if you're doing that 5 days a week or so, you know, you're going to be hitting 100 offers in a month. And magic happens when you make 100 offers in a month. I mean, it just does. It's amazing how all of a sudden you land that home run deal. And those awesome deals they're always there if you're willing to go after them. You know, there's one right in front of you all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's that consistency. So how are you doing with that with your 5 offers a day?
Right now, I haven't got to 5 offers a day, but I am about like 2.
Yeah.
I can get about 2 a day, but 5 not yet. I do want to start because I only do on market right now. I don't do anything off market. So once I go off market, that's when I think I'll be able to do more of 5, you know, maybe 10, things like that. Yeah.
Yeah. So, and you know, you sitting here, you know, doing this wholesale deal on market. One thing that's unique a little bit about what I teach is actually how to do on market. And what's great about that is you don't need a marketing budget, right? So you're able to do this on market deal, bring it to me, wholesale it to me, and you didn't spend any money on marketing. And how cool is that when you're brand new?
That was great because I didn't have the money to spend on marketing. So it was great that I was able to do that. And you were able to teach that to me.
That's one of the coolest things about on market is they're there, they're public, they're competitive, right?
Yeah.
You know, there's some nuances to it, there's some challenges to it, but the great thing is if you double dip and you get right in there and you do it enough, you can land those great deals like you did.
Yeah, definitely.
And no marketing budget. So that's one of the great benefits of on market. Yeah. Awesome. Well, Sam, I've got something here for you. This is does that fit in the screen there, Tyler? But this is a life-size check. In case you're wondering, no, this isn't real. Sam's not going to walk into the bank with this. I actually already wired in his $10,000 check for the deal, but I want you to have this, Sam, and take this home. I don't know if Ashley will let you put it up on the wall or anything, but maybe in your office or something.
Definitely.
But I want to give this to you as kind of more of a token of your first deal and what you did, and hopefully this means something to you, and you'll look back on this in years to come and say, that was my first deal. That's what got me started, and here I am now, this successful real estate investor. So I'll go ahead and give that to you.
Thank you.
And that's for you.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you, Sam. Thank you for being willing to come on here and share your experience and a little bit about your story. And thank you, everybody, for watching this. If you haven't yet, be sure to subscribe to the channel. This is the #1 channel on YouTube for all things wholesaling and flipping. And if you'd like to check out the same Finder program that Sam did to get his first deal, just go to my10kcheck.com and you can register for a free training to learn all about that. And we'll see you on the next video.